down.
It's time for a great afternoon of sports entertainment talk. Get ready for in-depth discussions on everything from the court to the field, mixed with the business and culture that orbit the sports world. Whether it's the latest blockbuster trade or the societal impact of sports. 2 Men On with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mike's hot.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are at Workhorse Armory. Let's go. 11.
It is looking legit sexy in here.
Sweet. It's 11719 Manal Boulevard Northeast. That's just kissing right off of Juan Tabo. It is a stone's throw away from that Mario's that everyone's real familiar with. And it is a super fun place. I believe I'm looking at the musket van that revolutionaried America.
Oh, really? Where's I don't see that one.
Bottom left.
Okay.
Underneath.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Isaiah, this is
you're into stuff and stuff, so
yeah,
you really got your eye on that one.
Much passion for this. Isaiah Johnson back at the station. Isaiah, how are you?
Doing marvelous.
Before we started the show, we're here at Workhorse Armory. Van was playing a virtual reality shoot zombie robots game.
Yeah.
Do you believe he did well or poorly, Isaiah?
Those things they're very realistic.
Yeah.
So I would imagine Van panicked. So I don't think he did the best.
Van,
thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
First round, I lost real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a 360-degree game. One of them got me from behind real fast. And then I realized we got a whole universe all around me. Then I saved the village. You'll be happy to know this futuristic Armageddon hillbilly town that's made out of old particle board, apparently. I saved their village. And you are welcome, virtual people. I'll be here all day.
From zombie robots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2D zombie robots in a 3D
that part was weird.
Realistic Western world.
A lot going on in the world of sports, including the New Mexico United. They have a new head coach, fans. So
Ooh.
there you go. The head coach, manager, what is...
It's a gaffer, isn't it?
A what?
A gaffer. That's what they call it.
Dennis Sanchez is your new head coach. I went to the press conference today.
Okay.
He seems nice. He
Good.
seems smart. He was put together. He had a cool look. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah. So listen to he for some time, and I have that for you. So we're going to play that at the 6 o'clock hour. It's not the entirety of the press conference. Here's what I hate about press conferences, and I'm not a guy who's going to be like saying a negative thing about anyone. If you don't mic the audience, if you don't mic the question givers,
okay,
I'm not going to put their audio on air. Like, you're getting responses only on this thing, because that's why I put a microphone on.
Sure.
I put a microphone on Coach Sanchez.
Well, you just imagine the questions.
Yeah, you imagine the questions. If it is...
And we know coach speak. They're going to answer the question they want to answer anyways.
Correct.
It doesn't matter what you ask.
Yeah, until one of the answers is, Brucey's a real killer out there.
Yeah.
Then you know that question.
Like, oh, yeah, I'm so happy to have him on the squad.
That question was about inflation.
Yeah, what's your happiest childhood memory, Coach?
Yeah.
You know, we got 15 guys on this squad
11,
right here. And they're
it's 11.
Oh, okay. You don't think they have backups? You don't think they have people ready to go? You don't think they have people ready to run?
All right, so let me get...
It's the only 11 guys have to play all 90 minutes? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you went into straight NBA coach talk when you said 15.
It could be any sport, what I was doing. Yeah.
They don't have only 15 guys on a soccer team.
You said 11. 15 is more than 11.
On the field.
That's not what I said either.
You know what you say? Hey, we're going to put 9 guys out there, and
now hold on.
8 of them are going to bat. The other guy don't.
Okay, that's another sport. We're going to knock out another one.
Also, if there was Canadian baseball, I would add a 4th outfielder.
I would like the
field bigger.
I'd like for my family to be in Canada with their lovely universal health care and education and lower crime rates.
Please call it by its real name, 51st State. Please do that.
What, Greenland? I was talking about Canada.
No, Greenland's different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
a colony.
It's called Trump land.
Okay.
It's brand new. I saw today it's going to be New America instead of New Mexico.
Okay.
And I thought that was.
Yeah.
I didn't love that. I like New Mexico.
Mhm.
Gulf of America, they said.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really exciting.
There's
Yeah.
actually a lot of
Like, you know what it is.
a lot of conquering.
Like
That's
hotels
the
who don't have a 13th floor, you know what floor you're on
Yeah.
when you're on the 14th floor.
You,
People who go take a nice little boat or go fishing or go swimming in the Gulf of America, you know what Gulf you're really in? It's the Gulf of Mexico.
you know how you have to like leave like the ghost light on at a theater?
Yes.
You know how theaters are haunted, so you have
Mhm.
to leave the ghost light on. It's the same thing with the Gulf.
You leave the Gulf light
Yeah,
on.
you leave the Gulf light on.
Mhm.
Also, ghosts not real. I'm not trying to start a whole debacle today, but I'm just letting you know, and the friend of the show and the listener out there, ghosts are not real.
Yeah.
If you go to the chemo and you have to make a pledge to the altar or whatever it is there,
Mhm.
there is not a ghost there that will torment you. That is not a thing.
I've never personally seen one.
No.
Or experienced one or felt one, but I want to.
I'm also not Catholic.
I'm a believer.
Is that a
I
Catholic thing?
want to.
Which religion is the most ghost?
Most ghosty?
Yeah. I think it's Catholic.
Well, I think probably.
Take your time. Swayze something.
No,
You're
I'm
almost
just trying
there.
to think of the name of it.
Whoopi what? The Demi.
Mm,
You're getting so
the
close.
Church of England.
Got it.
Yeah.
COE.
Because like
COE.
ghosts are Church of England. Because ghosts are always portrayed as like 1700s, 1800s, like pale white person, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming that that's just every person who worships at the
Sickly.
Church of England.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
And for some time,
Which religion do nuns really lean into? It's Catholic, right? I know there's Christian nuns as well. But
well, yeah, I think nun is a job title. I
Yeah.
think you can be like a nun. Also, your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your business is one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best nun.
I think definitely there's some those nun, like there's definitely some ghosts.
They're in a
that
ghost
world.
for sure. Okay,
Get it when you could get it, you know?
get what?
Mm-hmm.
A ghost?
Yeah, get a ghost. That's what I meant.
You used to be able to stave off ghosts with like fruits and stuff from the Mediterranean region. And
Oh, if you can afford a pineapple, like
That's-
there was no way a ghost would be in
that's-
your house.
And that's why I think you're right about this English thing because, you know, only very recently were you able to get like vitamins from fruits year round. Like that is a relatively new thing
You're correct.
in the history of this
Mhm.
planet. And we eat today better than kings and queens of, you know, even 150 years ago.
Maybe sooner or recently.
100 gets, it's a little tight right around the 1920s, but you get the point. Like,
That's how it is in Europe a little bit.
what is
A lot of like in Europe, like in winter time, you're not just gonna find like some fresh strawberries or anything. They don't do the whole reserve thing.
Or
Fun fact.
import stuff a year round,
Yeah.
like the world's
Yeah.
greatest economy, United States of America, that you grew up in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to say United States of America.
Yeah.
You can just now say North America.
Because
Soon, it's all one deal.
sometime in the next 4 years, we're going to have us 2 new states.
4 years?
Yeah.
4 weeks.
The first 4 weeks of the next term.
Happy Valentine's Day.
hmm
That's what it's going to be.
You know, I originally thought
Okay. We're in trouble here.
America first meant that we just take care of ourselves. We don't
Yeah.
worry about the affairs of others.
Correct,
Like
yeah.
we focus on our own problems first
Uh-huh,
before we take
100%.
on new problems.
This tracks.
That's what I thought that
Yes.
meant. And I guess it means America is first in line to take new land from our neighbors.
That's the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, just northern neighbors though, because what we're referring to now is beyond the wall. That's to the southern part, and we're not going to take that part.
Yeah, when it comes to Mexico, it's kind of the opposite of Game of Thrones. It's like summer's coming.
Actually,
Hey,
when it comes
Across
to
the wall.
no, when it comes to Mexico, it's the exact same as Game of Thrones, except we are the White Walkers,
Very, very mostly White Walkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
the ones taking everything.
hmm
Primarily, the White Walkers. Also, Isaiah, when you go on KKOB tomorrow, it's all just a big ploy to position NATO so that if something does happen with Russia and invading countries, so that all those alliances cannot be supported by the United States because they won't support their claim to take over Greenland. So you can have that.
Okay. I probably won't repeat that. I'll get pelted with phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Except for my phone calls don't get screened before I pick up the phone. I'm the screener.
You could do, yeah. You'll hear some words that you only hear in rap songs.
Or on air.
Yeah, what you could do is ask them how big Greenland really is.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they can't give you a realistic answer, explain to them how maps work. It's actually not as big as they think it is. It's big.
It's big. No, it's very big.
Yeah, but it's not.
I mean, a lot of people say that it's a good size.
How many?
I mean, dozens at least.
That's how many people live in Greenland.
Yeah.
And they all live within, this is like a real statistic, like a mile of the coast.
The southern coast. Like,
yeah,
just the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor real quick. Google Greenland sports.
They
can't have anything. Sled something, maybe. I don't think there's a single tree on the what I'm going to refer to as island or continent of Greenland.
What is error code 404? What does that mean?
It's probably,
is that a sport?
No, I think it's Greenland's area code.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, definitely.
Can you imagine having an entire without a tree? You can't play baseball.
Ice soccer, association football.
Is that real?
Mm-hmm.
They play soccer on the ice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching that. Like you put that on a TV for me, I'm tuning into that.
The Arctic Winter Games is just I think just like a fun survival thing. Like, who doesn't die out in the wilderness? I think so. I think that's the national sport.
Are they playing on traditional flat shoes? Are they playing on like the kind of curling flat shoes? Is it skates?
I think it's probably got some spiky boys on there.
On the ice?
Because if you do it in flat shoes, like there's no way.
Isaiah, when you were growing up, did you ever watch Most Extreme Challenge?
I watched shows very similar. I'm sure I could tag along just off the shows. Like, it sounds like an MTV show.
Kind of, yeah. So I think it was a Comedy Central thing. I don't really know if that's accurate, but it was a voiceover of like Japanese game shows where like they would put dish soap all over stairs and then they would make competitors try to run up the slippery stairs.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what
I did.
The Football Association of Greenland, Kalalalit Kuninaani Arskakatkat Kufkakia. That's the real name of it.
Hold on before you move forward. Football Association Greenland. What's the acronym?
Not doing that.
All right, keep going.
Okay. They have a national football team, but they're not yet a member of FIFA because of ongoing disagreements with FIFA leadership and an inability to grow grass for regulation grass pitches. So they can't be a part of FIFA because they have a frozen tundra and can't go grass in Greenland.
That's what they say. If there's no grass on the field, you can't play, man. So that's what they say.
Correct.
Yeah, they go, we're not doing it. We're not coming up here to mess with you.
It should definitely be the 51st state. They don't play soccer there. We're going to bring football. It's basically the frozen tundra. Going to be the new Packers. Greenland Bay.
Isaiah,
I've seen a little bit of Greenland because the super real show Man vs. Wild, Bear Grylls, he went to Greenland. Did an episode there.
When you say super real.
Yeah, because I know you guys were on board with it being like real and that he really survived off like lamb eyeballs and stuff out there. Yeah, I believe he found like a hot spring there. He found a hot spring, and
he found it. The one hot spring in the whole country. It's not a tourist destination. He found it.
He traveled on foot. Yeah, he traveled on foot. Found the hot spring. It was like a river. It was a hot spring, and it was so hot that he got a I think it was like I don't want to say lamb. I don't know the animals out there. He got one of the eyeballs.
Polar bear.
It wasn't a polar bear because I don't think he was able to take out a polar bear.
Okay,
but he got the eyeball and like dipped it in the boiling water and ate it on camera.
He went to the melting pot, is what you're saying.
Possibly.
Okay.
If that's in Greenland, it's with it.
There are a whopping 56,000 people in Greenland.
What?
That's 56,000 people in Greenland.
That's
probably all transplants, though. Like, I'm rich. I would have moved to Greenland.
I feel like they're not transplants at all.
Yeah,
I feel like they're all very indigenous to Greenland.
agreed.
To whatever that means.
Dutch.
Because it's currently Dutch.
Yeah. Because they had boats before anyone else. And they found this giant piece of ice before anybody else did.
Was it America Vespucci or whoever? Is that who found it?
And then they're like, ja, we want to have this thing here.
But there were already people there.
Yeah.
And they said, "What is this thing you've come across the ocean?" And they said, "Wood.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We have it."
Yeah.
It can do so many things.
Right. What's that little round black and white thing you got there? They're like, ja, it's a soccer ball. Where's your grass?
So we don't do that here.
And
So
they said,
that's not for us.
"Nook chuck look nook look."
When you
And
said,
that means grass doesn't grow here.
yeah. When you said that little black and white thing, I immediately went penguin.
Oh, okay.
Which
I think they're there.
No, penguins are only in the southern hemisphere.
What?
Yeah, unless you're at like a zoo.
Okay.
I think that's accurate. The only killer whales, maybe you could, but that wouldn't be little. That would be a large.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But penguins, southern hemisphere only.
That is there are no penguins.
That's I just said.
Not even visitors. I had to double check because
Things
I always see
say.
penguins standing on ice, and Greenland is ice.
There are lots of types of penguins, and if we start talking
And
about,
they were in 1936. They brought 9 king penguins to release in the Arctic, and they left. They're like, no. They're like, no,
no, it's
not these
fair.
people.
No,
No, there's no way.
it's too cold.
Not the Dutch.
The Dutch are not in Antarctica.
Hmm?
Wait, the penguins left Greenland, or they left?
They left Greenland. They're like, we don't want to be here. Yeah, sure, it's a big giant piece of ice, but we want nothing to do with this. We like our southern ice.
They were like, why is the sun coming up at this angle?
Mhm.
Like, we're not about this. They said, you know what we will do? Face all these seals in that iceberg that one time got the Titanic. We can make it.
Ooh.
That's actually where this whole thing started
I'm
from.
asking Google a lot of questions about Greenland really fast, and my algorithm is going to be screwed now.
How so?
It's going to be all Greenland going forward.
Yeah, this story will be out of the news cycle in a day.
They have walruses.
All right.
Okay, I'm super stoked about that
Now, they are known to sink boats.
with their big teeth.
No, they lay on top of them because they sunbathe and then it capsizes.
That's a tiny boat. Are you sure it's a boat?
They do it in tandems.
You sure it's not a piece of Titanic that?
That doesn't float.
Yeah. They have
You know
Arctic
that.
hares. Really, really big bunnies, like big bunnies.
Arctic hare on the walruses.
Yep. They got sea unicorns swimming around there. That's cool.
That is called something else. That is called a
That's a narwhal.
narwhal.
That's a narwhal.
And they use their horn to poke holes through the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ventilate because of they're trying to fight global warming.
Well, they actually do it in the ground because they're trying to grow grass if they're aerating.
Nope.
All right.
Bad gardeners. Naturally, the Arctic wolf, of course. Everybody knows there's Arctic wolves on Greenland.
Is that
Duh.
a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That to me sounded like a fictional creature, like a griffin.
I'm glad that you think griffins are fictional now.
I didn't use
It took a lot of convincing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they were real.
Hours and hours of conversation and
Isaiah,
Google
you
searches.
don't know about this, but I thought griffins were real.
Yeah, that's something.
I also thought bats were fake because I thought they were only around during Halloween.
I went through that phase.
And they got the piece de resistance here.
Uh-huh.
The subject of one of my favorite NES and SNES games.
Donkey Kong.
They have lemmings there. They have lemmings. So that's cool.
Arctic wolves look very cool, by the way.
Yeah. They look awesome.
Are they white?
I want to ride one,
I
but
feel
it's
like
not big enough.
I feel like everything is the same color up
It's
there.
almost everything is pure white,
Do you ever go to a Chinese buffet and all
which
the
is
food's brown?
why Donald Trump wants to be there so bad.
Okay, there we go.
There's some sort of survival of the fittest thing as to why the white ones are. I'm
The-
sure it's like
Yeah, because of the snow.
Yeah. You got to
course,
blend in with
but-
your environment.
mhm.
So they wanted to like vote and own land.
They didn't want anyone come there taking it. Oh gosh, time going on in the world of sports. Baseball is leading the day today. Van's favorite player, my favorite team. Lots in the news as far as the round ball goes. NFL football this weekend. There are some pretty terrible fires going on in California, so that might affect some NFL playoff games. We'll talk about that at length. Friday, Van and I are broadcasting live from the Rio Rancho Event Center because it is Monster Truck.
Yeah.
That's right, Monster Truck this Friday night. Isaiah, you want room at the booth?
The booth. Oh, yeah, I thought I was getting Monster Truck tickets.
Yeah, you have tickets. We have
a suite.
I'm
Sweet,
down.
dude.
I'm down. Well, what time you said Saturday?
Friday. We just said
Friday.
we're live there.
Dang,
on
not a
Friday.
good listener
You
today.
need to be a listener. Isn't it? We're off early on Friday. What's the deal on Friday?
Friday. There's no game. So
Okay, might not be off early.
Yeah, I think we have a full show on Friday.
Okay, I'm telling you, I don't know. That's why I was asking.
yeah, sounds like you guys aren't good listeners.
To who?
To the things that I say it doesn't know either.
We're on until 7, and then immediately we're watching Monster Truck. But if you tuned in with us last year, we did a entire Monster Truck themed episode.
We did.
When we were at Monster Truck.
Yeah.
Including Monster Truck accents and Monster Truck sports stories.
Mhm.
So we don't often go to the well twice.
I'm gonna wear my second nicest Billy Ray Cyrus shirt.
I am here, and because it is so close to the Christmas holiday, my favorite holiday due to my belief system, I'm wearing my newest pair, have not one time scuffed, Croc sandals.
Ooh, buddy.
I know. It'll be a good one. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from Workhorse Armory, the sports animal. Welcome back to Two Men On. We're at Workhorse Armory. Owner, operator, and probably a million other titles we don't know about. Will Radford, he will join us after the break. We're going to have a lot of fun with talking the world of firearms, I have a bunch of fun questions about competitive shooting, Van.
Ooh.
Because I watched you in the zombie game and you were so bad.
Oh, now hold on. I saved the village.
Yeah, maybe you did, maybe you didn't.
Okay.
11719 Manal Boulevard Northeast. Come see your boys. We are here until 7. Well, the doors are open until 7. I think we're off the air at 6:30. But you know us. If there's a virtual reality game, we will stick around. That's our deal. The world of baseball is where the headlines are today, specifically because it relates to things we care about. Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman is in a conversation right now with the Boston Red Sox, but I guess it's not going as swimmingly as both sides hoped. And it looks like my St. Louis Cardinals have thrown a wrench into this by last minute swooping in and offering Nolan Arenado to the Red Sox. Bregman might not end up in Boston, and it looks like the Cardinals might lose out on Nolan Arenado, or cut ties.
Yeah.
So Albuquerque's second son, your favorite player, my favorite baseball team, look to be on a collision course of destiny here. Is Alex Bregman is going to end up with the St. Louis Cardinals, because where else would he sign? It'd be like the only team that needs a third baseman.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a perfect fit. Like, they don't like to throw a lot of money at players on long-term contracts. So St. Louis, who doesn't want to play baseball for St. Louis?
Nolan Arenado.
Well, he wants to play on a contender right now, which I do not think the Cardinals are in this coming season.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking on Nolan Arenado, like one of the best gloves in the history of the hot corner. Used to be a silver slugger type bat. He's not that anymore.
That's getting worse.
But he's still like top 8, 6, 7, 8. That's where I have him ranked, third baseman in baseball. So he's a big improvement for almost any team in the league.
He might be number 1 in hittable pitches thrown at him, because the pitchers know he won't do anything with it. If that is a stat that has increased over time, hittable pitches in the zone when a guy's not afraid to go at you per game inning at bat.
Well, I mean, all things being equal, he's a legendary baseball player, and he will help any baseball team compete, especially on the defensive side. But his offensive numbers kind of inflated by Coors Field. Like, let's not take that into account. But he's going to improve the Red Sox. It seems like Red Sox are a good fit for him, and I think the Cardinals are a great fit for Alex Bregman.
Jersey sales.
Sure.
Yeah. And also it's a reclamation story, because if you recall, Alex Bregman's a cheater. So Alex Bregman cheated.
Yes.
He won World Series as a cheater. He was part of the scandal.
Correct.
And where do you go whenever you have been convicted of a scandal?
Yeah.
Is you go to baseball heaven, which is St. Louis, Missouri.
The team that also tried to cheat the Houston Astros and hack into their email systems and trying to get information on their minor league team. Remember how they lost a bunch of their St. Louis Cardinals lost draft picks for also cheating. So they cheated a cheater. So I think in that vein, Alex Bregman's a perfect fit.
It's actually, and this is a Luna
But
problem.
stick with what you know.
It's a Luna problem is what it is. Because you can't use the same password to every team you go to. That's literally what it was. His login was the exact same login when he went to the Astros. Was he vice president? Is that what it was?
He's president of baseball operations.
Yeah. When he left the St. Louis Cardinals, and then literally an intern at the Cardinals was like, I wonder.
Yeah. Was it an intern, or did an intern fall on the sword? Come on now. We know how this stuff works.
Where's Trevor Story playing baseball?
The injured reserve?
Is he in Boston?
Was.
Is he in Colorado?
Not in Colorado.
I just think I got to figure out a way to put him and Arenado back together. Just like reunite them.
Very funny.
Figure out where it needs. It's not even funny. I'm being serious.
Yeah. Well, Trevor Story is
best.
still the second baseman of the Boston Red Sox. He's just never in the lineup because he's always hurt.
For 1 month each year, that would be the best story. Not a consecutive month.
Yeah, never. Yeah. Good luck with that.
We got a fun guest after the break. The boys are live from Workhorse Armory. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to Two Men On. We are at Workhorse Armory. You can come see us if you want to see us. We're giving away some tickets. 11719 Manal Boulevard Northeast. You want to know a little bit about Workhorse Armory? Well, first of all, you can come ask us. You can do that, number one.
Yeah.
Or number two, workhorsearmory.com. Go check they out. They got a ton going on. Joining us is the owner, Will Radford. Will, welcome.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Excited to have you. Excited to talk about what you're doing to the community. You had the big grand opening last month. That was the 21st, right in time for the holiday season. We're obviously now into 2025. There's a lot going on in the world of sports. There's a lot going on in everyday life. And I think a thing that our listener is most excited about is when things are made easy. And that is what you guys have done here at Workhorse Armory. Talk to us a little bit about individuals coming in to your location, what they're looking for, and how your expert team is able to help them out a little bit.
Yeah, we've had a great response from the community. I think one of the funniest things is we were building and remodeling the building. We're in a residential neighborhood, and everyone that lives nearby would stop me like, "What are y'all building?" We're like, "It's a gun store," and they were super excited. So that was a nice response. Everyone that's come in, we've gotten really good Google and Yelp reviews. Just really good customer service, welcoming staff. Having the coffee lounge and the arcade and the shooting simulator goes a long way, kind of to stand out and provide things other gun stores do not.
The culture I grew up in, we had like in high school, like skeet shooting vans. You have skeet shooting in high school?
Yeah, it was big there.
And I feel like those days are kind of gone by, right? Like they don't exist, at least to my knowledge, the way I thought they do. Is that stuff still prominent? Is it still around?
Yeah. So the 4-H club at schools does shooting, especially skeet shooting. I actually met with someone's daughter at an NRA board meeting on Saturday. And her daughter is 17, who has a guaranteed scholarship due to her skeet shooting. So
sure,
there's 300 colleges that offer shooting scholarships that aren't being taken advantage of really well.
I would imagine. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not a cheap sport to get your kid into, but it's a good way for them to pay for some college if spend a little time.
Well, compared to some other youth sports, though, is it like a hockey or a golf? Like I can't imagine it's so much more expensive than those.
So ammunition, firearms. But the thing is, those clubs raise money to help the kids pay for their ammunition, and firearms, and their range fees, and all that stuff. The NRA actually grants like $100,000 just for the state of Mexico for those kinds of clubs and organizations. So that's nice. So it helps.
What would your advice be to someone who's interested? If you got like a friend of the show who's listening right now, wants to come down to Workhorse Armory and talk to you, what would you be? What would you give their kids advice on, like how to get into competitive shooting?
Right. So there's a lot of great NRA instructors. One of my really good friends who trained my staff, who came all the way up from Clovis, New Mexico, Eric Godowski, is an excellent youth. It's called the Youth Shooting Sports for NRA, and these guys are amazing. They don't actually charge a lot for youth sports training. He's an Olympic level instructor too, so so
he's got one eye patch.
In a hook, it's weird. Seeing that hook pull that trigger is, and then he has a parrot on his shoulder, which makes it a little more distracting while you're shooting.
Well, it is funny you're saying this, but it's coincidental, right? Because this is the whole reason our relationship kind of started was the explosion. I guess that's a good firearms word of Olympic shooting over this past summer.
Right.
It was not on Van and I's radar until it was our obsession over the summer. And then as we're looking throughout the world, it's far more embraced here. And you're familiar with all the numbers, more guns here than anywhere else. And you go, well, why isn't this thing like a mainstream deal? Like, I don't think I get it, because it's low key kind of a sexy game.
Yeah. I mean, there's more Olympic athletes that do competitive shooting than all the other sports combined.
Isn't that wild?
Oh, it's cool.
I think I would suck at it, but I also think I would immediately be good without practice.
Well,
you don't have the focus. You would like do it for like 2 minutes and be like, next, like what are we doing now? What are we doing now?
Well, we can find out. There's plenty of gun ranges we can take you to. There's a new range in Edgewood. The owners are amazing. It's called Legacy Range, and they have a 500-acre range that they took over. And 3 guys are Marine Corps veterans, another guy's an engineer. But one of the owners, Parker's amazing, Tomas. They're great guys, and the range is super cool. We'll take you out there. You can meet those guys, and we'll bring the guns and the bullets for you.
The last time me and Van shot a gun, they were both super soakers.
Oh,
now hold on. I just shot one earlier. I saved a futuristic hillbilly village from zombie robots.
Yeah.
Now hold on.
I forgot that we have we have a MetaQuest, a virtual reality headset with a Ace pistol system for simulation, and Van shot a bunch of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Robot zombies.
Yep.
Which I didn't know they could breed.
Will Radford is with us. We're talking a little bit about Workhorse Armory, talking about the new partnership with the program. And, we obviously, as we talk about the world of sport and we talk about the world of firearms, those things cross, right? So we're talking about hunting, right? We're talking about, especially here in New Mexico, big game stuff,
Oh, yeah.
And where I grew up, it was, and where my friend Isaiah Johnson back in studio grew up, it was white-tailed deer. That was the big one. Like it was everyone you knew, every house you walked into, on the wall, multiple buck, multiple point, multiple whatever. It was a thing. But here, horned animals are a little bit different. Do you get individuals coming in like strictly with the goals of going out and filling tags?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because we started December 21st, everyone already had their draw and their hunting rifle set up.
Van, the draw is how many tags you get.
Gotcha.
It's a lottery.
I'm very familiar.
Yeah, it's a lottery, man.
I'm unluckily familiar with the draw here in New Mexico. I'm going to keep trying, but I feel like I'm going to have to pay to play eventually. I think it's and where I grew up, most firearm owners are also hunters.
Mm-hmm.
That may be a little different nowadays or whatever, but I didn't know many adult men who owned a gun that didn't also hunt, whether it was duck hunt or deer hunt or whatever.
Like a rifle. I don't own a rifle. I also don't hunt. I own a gun. If you were to be like, hey Freddie boy, let's go hunting, I would in my head I would hear is go camping.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yes,
sure.
I do want to go camping. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Also, if something is hunted while that happens, the more the merrier.
Yeah, your gun is like varmint size. Like you could protect the campsite.
Yeah,
you would just anger big game.
Yeah, a Greenland long hair I could handle.
And squirrels. The squirrels attack the trail mix.
Not just the accoutrement, not just the equipment here, but the instruction. Obviously, concealed carry is a program you guys go through. Is it all here in the building? How does this work?
Yeah, so we have 5 concealed carry instructors. We haven't ran our first class yet. We're building up a client list. And so you have to do 16 hours of classroom instruction and then go to the range and qualify.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It's not just a few hours.
No.
And, what's great about our simulator, we can utilize that simulator as part of our classroom instruction to do more hands-on training before you go to the gun range to kind of break up the monotony of PowerPoint slides.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I will be in class number 1, so I'm very excited about this.
Well, I'm excited too.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Will Radford, thank you so much. He's a straight shooter, Van.
That's what I hear.
Is that what they say? They say that? Who's they?
I don't know if I know that.
Bro, I've heard it from a village of poor futuristic hillbillies who are being attacked by robot zombies.
Well,
it's literally what they said about Will.
Well, I'm glad that you understood their alien language.
Mm-hmm.
When tags do come around again, when the draw goes, is there an option or an opportunity here? Do you have resources for individuals that maybe have that opportunity but don't know guides, don't know tracking, don't know that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we actually have a good amount of people that we know who are in the guide business, and we're trying to get those guys in here over the next month so that we can post a wall with all of their flyers and business cards and have a referral system so that we can link them up together.
Now, I'm not sure if you can still call it the wall after January 20th, but you could find another clever name for it, and I feel like that'll work.
I'm going to stick away from the politics.
You got it. Yep. See what he did there? Will Radford. He goes, it's a circular, Fred, just like at the Kmart, okay? You spin it in a circle, dummy.
Well, my whole thing is, and I'm not talking smack about other gun stores, but I've walked into gun stores, and there's a lot of one-sided political shirts.
Yeah,
or
I see the
things like-
bumper stickers in the parking lot.
Yeah, and so we're apolitical at the gun store. We're for the Second Amendment. That's our politics. We believe in the Second Amendment.
I also like that you believe in a Roomba because this place is super clean. So,
well, you can thank all these gentlemen who work here. They're very nice to me and make sure I don't have to do anything except cook them lunch occasionally outside on my Blackstone.
There was a grill when you walked in.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
was.
I've been cooking.
It wasn't even chained to the ground. Like I was like, you can tell everyone here has a gun.
Yeah. Well, I've been cooking for our customers every Sunday.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, just burgers, brats, you know, as a thank you. So if anyone gets hungry on Sunday and you hopefully buy a gun, come on in.
If Isaiah wants to come up here and play virtual reality robot zombie and he gets to eat a burger.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
What you doing on Sundays, eh?
Yeah, is that you busy?
I'm playing virtual zombies and eating a burger.
How you doing, Isaiah? We've never actually interacted with each other on the show. I feel like I've ignored you, but they haven't really segued, this.
No. That's on me. That's on me. I'm doing great.
We go to Isaiah when we need his expertise. Like if we're talking about Twitter beef,
okay.
If we're talking about celebrity couples,
right.
If we're talking about those are actually the two. It's only the two.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got
the only guns I know are Call of Duty. But hey, there's some realism to that, right? They try.
That's so funny. You say Call of Duty. Do you know the double barrel shotgun with the rifle under it gun?
Yes.
He says, of course. Yeah.
Right. I had a customer come in who has one, and he had no idea what it was. Just the other day, he was like, "Do you know what this is?" I was like, "Yes, absolutely," and I would love to buy it from you.
Every episode, every day of your life is an episode of Pawn Stars.
It not every day, but there are very Pawn Store moments. And I'm fat and I wear a black shirt, so if I shave my head, I'll be dead on it.
So
nice.
Somebody they bring you I don't know, like an old schooly what's a fun small gun called? Like a Dillinger or something, right?
Derringer. Yeah.
So they come up with the Derringer, but it has on it like the initials of, and you're trying
to my beloved husband, Jay Hickok.
Yeah.
or Patton, from your loving wife.
And you're like, oh, I don't know, it could be anything. Right. $25.
No. So that's one thing we actually have really focused on. So when people buy used guns, sometimes they're opportunistic. So this guy, when he came in, I immediately showed him the lowest price and the highest price I could find for that gun, which ranged from $12,000 to $26,000.
It's more than my truck.
Yeah. So I was really excited. He has it and he wants to sell it. But I was very honest with him because I don't want anyone I never want any customer to say that I didn't give them a good deal or a fair deal.
Did you say to him, hey, I don't want to blow smoke up your double barrels?
I didn't.
I'll say please don't, Will. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, brother. Whenever we get back from the break, we wrap up the 4:00 hour for Workhorse Armory. We're having too much fun. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. It is the 5 o'clock hour. That's the teller hour. Just quit your resolutions right now. Just, what's the point?
I didn't have any resolutions this year.
I had one.
What is it?
Make a new friend every day.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's too many friends.
That's risky. That's real risky.
That's way too many friends, dude.
Meet a new person every day.
There you go.
Nice.
A new friend a month, maybe.
I don't need 12 new friends.
Okay, that's way less than 365 friends.
Got a lot of friends.
I
got way more than you.
Yeah, because I didn't do this stupid resolution. You have, at least 8 more than me now.
I have way more than Shaq.
Okay, he's losing them fast.
I have way more than Charles Barkley.
Well, they got a lot of fake people around them.
Yeah, good point, Zay. You beat me to it.
Mister from the live chat. Lots of questions about the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's cool. All right. We'll get that to you.
Have to dive into that. Unless that's an inside joke that I don't get.
Oh, dang it. We're going to learn so much about this culture. Like real fast.
Here's the problem I have with gun culture.
Mm-hmm.
How it was hijacked by people who are crazy.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
Like Austin Reeves literally had to change his name because of it. His nickname.
What's his nickname?
It was AR-15.
That's a gun reference.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a big shooting that happened. I forgot which one it was.
Every day. There's one every day.
Yeah. Well, those are very, very popular one that happened. And then he immediately changed his nickname.
Don't say popular. That's not the word. That's not the adjective we're going to use here.
I don't want to say big.
Okay.
Because they're all big.
Infamous.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We're at Workhorse Armory today. I'm telling you, they're changing the game here. Like this is coming back down to earth. This is a smart place. It's got cool stuff. Come check it out if you're excited about the medium.
Right.
Come check it out.
I know it does because you actually told me off air before we became partners with Workhorse. You told me that you were hesitant to do business with gun places just because it was risky.
Well, the problem, problem we had historically was everyone we'd go to work with, and we're not going to name any other businesses in town, but we had sit down conversations with people. And I was like, cool, I want to talk about the hunting report. Cool, I want to talk about recreational shooting. Cool, I want to talk about concealed carry. Specifically, I want to talk about ease of access for women and minorities and into this medium. And not all, but to an overwhelming percent, the only conversation gun shops would have with us were, but your neighbor's trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
I go, oh my God.
They're not. They're not.
Like, I'm not. I get it. Like, if you want to carry a gun for personal protection, do that. 100% do that thing. Like, but do not try to scare my friends of the show.
Correct.
Scared should be everyone in the NL West because Justin Verlander and the San Francisco Giants are in agreement on a 1-year contract. Obviously, this is pending a physical whatever, but
I doubt it is. I think you've seen his medical reports over the past 2 years. You're like, this is what we're getting. You don't need to pass a physical.
The dude loves teams with orange in the logo.
That's all he's been on his whole career.
Did he play for the Orioles?
Everyone but the Orioles. Tigers?
Yeah.
Orange. Yep. Mets?
Orange.
Astros?
They're orange.
Orange. Giants? Orange. Everyone.
Name the 5 Major League Baseball teams that feature orange in their primary color scheme, and in what order did Justin Verlander play for them?
I can't wait for the trade deadline when Justin Verlander gets traded to the Orioles.
That's the immaculate grid.
Fun fact, even in high school, I just looked it up. He went to Goochland.
Whoa.
What?
Easy.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Hold on. I don't think we can say that on the radio.
Not in 2025.
What land?
Goochland.
Oh, again?
Hey, hold on.
Gooch.
Now hold on. That's the spelling that I thought it was too. I don't think we could say this.
All right, I
We're
will
about to
bite.
be in big trouble,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
I will bite, guys. Home of the fighting what?
Oh no. Oh, are you sure you want to know?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Stand by. Bulldogs.
Okay.
Goochland Bulldog. Yep, they're orange or orangish.
Burnt sienna, I'm going to allow.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's in the orange spectrum.
Yeah. And a lot of tans.
Now hold on.
All right, a lot of sunset.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's an orange.
Sunset, yes. Tan is closer to sunset than it is to orange, of course. I believe, I'd say.
I'm thinking this one through. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't
overreact.
You got to have a lot of orange spectrum in tan if it's going to be closer to orange. Tan is beach sand.
Tan?
Yeah.
Tan is.
It's not the color of a tan.
The wall behind you.
The human.
Stream.
That's wood.
Yeah,
that's
that's
wood grain.
that's probably
wood color.
A light medium brown. What do you think this is?
Wood is a color.
It's a nice. What is that? An ash. This is a nice ash right here. What do you think this is?
When you say ash,
It's not pine.
No, I think ash is really light, like a baseball bat.
Well, it just depends on the stain. I think the pattern is ash, isn't it? It's an ash. It's an ash grain.
What is cutie?
What is cutie?
Yeah,
it's like a really small mandarin orange.
You knew that.
Well, that's why. So it's orange though. Pumpkin pie filling. What's that?
Very orange, aggressively orange.
I don't think it is. I think pumpkins are orange. I think the filling is like more on the spectrum. That's where I'm trying to go with this.
Well, orange might be close to the tan also. Yeah, when you start going towards brown, I think you're also heading towards tan a little.
What about like apricot or like peach?
I was going to say apricot.
Yeah,
I headed towards brown a lot in my 20s.
Okay, so you're doing.
So I mean,
hold on, don't get away from
word.
the shed.
The word tan.
Yeah.
Isn't the color tan? When somebody says the word tan out loud, I don't think the color matches what a human tan is. I think those are two different colors.
Like coral.
Tan to me is like a light brown. Maybe a slight of the slightest shades of orange in it.
Like an orange peel.
No.
Oh.
The inside of an orange peel, maybe.
What about rust? Is rust orange?
I think rust is closer to orange. Yes. It's probably like almost equal parts reddish. Orange and brown with a sprinkle of red.
Depending on the rust. Yeah.
Butterscotch?
That's a good middle.
Man, that's a tough one. Yeah, that's right in the middle of the Venn diagram with a bunch of different colors.
Because carrot, obviously,
orange.
Aggressively orange.
I think it only is in like literature, though. I think like in practice.
Well, carrots come in multiple colors, but you envision carrots being orange.
Dog, mahogany comes in multiple colors. I'm not calling mahogany orange.
Again, it's the stain, not the natural color of the wood.
Bugs Bunny's got a lot to do with what we view a carrot as.
Yeah, and Winnie the Pooh, because that's where I like rabbit to me is far more significant than Bugs Bunny.
Dang,
really?
That's a hard stance.
Well, I mean,
505-246-0610.
You guys know I'm a big Kenny Loggins guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, Gophers,
Pooh Island.
Not
what Isaiah thinks that is.
Nope.
No.
New nickname for Greenland.
Good answer. All right, so we've now decided officially orange island.
We just call it Verlander now. What color is that? Oh, it's a varying shade of Verlander.
Trump's a good tan orange. I would leave that out.
Ooh, his tan is orange.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tricky. The English language is so stupid.
Do you feel like Justin Verlander with the Giants is like Isaiah's favorite player, Shaquille O'Neal with the Celtics?
A healthy Justin Verlander is a competent Major League Baseball pitcher, even at 43. He's hardly ever healthy.
42.
43 this season.
42.
Yeah. So let me say a big congratulations to the San Francisco Giants. Number one, you're getting a Hall of Fame pitcher, and when he's healthy, still lights out. But more importantly, you're getting Kate Upton.
All right, everyone.
It's the cameraman is going to cut to Kate Upton more than the Chiefs cut to Taylor Swift. You are welcome. That is a breath of fresh air every baseball broadcast.
Everyone at home, pull your car over to the side of the road. Press play and record at the exact same time on your radio.
Okay.
Justin Verlander's birthday is February the 20th, where he turns 42 years old, 1983.
Interesting.
So on the record right now,
Mm-hmm.
Van Nunley knows nothing about Justin Verlander, is no longer an authority in his 20-year career in Major League Baseball, and cannot be trusted for a single opinion as it relates to him or his super hot wife.
So
Moving
also, I
forward.
hope you're still recording, because not the fact that Justin Verlander's age was a few months off, but you should record this, because this is the first time Fred has been right about anything, and he's gloating in the moment instead of just letting it pass like I would have. You're really leaning into this thing.
I'm leaning into it the way that Justin Verlander
Leans into a curveball and tips his pitches.
Exactly where I was going with this.
He really did. He got shelled. He
Why-
would tilt his glove to the side.
That's exactly what it
When
was.
he's grabbing the curveball,
Mhm.
he tilt his glove, and he got absolutely shelled in the playoffs
You
2
know-
years ago.
You can see that every single Major League Baseball player who gets a LASIK the second they get drafted,
Mhm.
they can all see that. They're like racehorses.
Yeah, they're giving second baseman proactive Tommy John surgery now.
It doesn't take in 100%, but it takes in such a high percent.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it.
You have to do it.
And if it doesn't work, big deal. You play second base.
If I was Justin Verlander, I would sell pieces of my elbow to young athletes who need to get Tommy John surgery.
If
you're going to get some elbow, get some of the best.
I agree.
If you need some Achilles surgery, go send Usain Bolt an email.
The last thing you want to do is end up with some cartilage from Brandon Roy.
For sure.
Yeah, you want the good stuff.
Uh-huh.
The Verlander.
Yeah, give me some D Rose elbow, nothing lower body. For sure.
Remember that the doctor? No, it wasn't a doctor. I forgot who it was.
All right, we'll help you.
Offered LeBron and Serena like a ridiculous amount of money to try and genetically create a baby between those two.
No, hold on. They don't need help if they wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be very clear here.
Well, yeah, there'd be a lot of paparazzi and cameras, so they would need some help.
That's called a movie.
Yeah.
Talk about something different.
Yeah.
No one is doing what you just said. That's not a real thing.
Well, casually, yes.
Yeah,
A lot of people are like, all right, this guy's 6'7", she's 6'2". We know they're going to make ridiculous babies. That's a big thing. The big reason a lot of people, LeVar Ball literally said that's why he handpicked his wife. Now, of course, he may have been half joking. He's like, no, I know I'm tall. I wanted my wife to be tall so we could have tall babies and have 3 athletes.
All right, so I'm going to be this thing here. I immediately Googled the thing that Isaiah said, and it comes up, but the first response is a Snopes article.
Yeah, that's what I got here too.
Yeah, so not a real story.
Also, somebody needs to fact the fact checkers.
Yeah.
Snopes isn't 100%. They're pretty damn close. But yeah, that is false.
No one is offering other individuals money to create super babies.
Publicly. Publicly. Also, LeBron should have took that money and ran at the time because look at his kids. Like Bronny, like, come on. That's no super baby.
I say buy point. If you want to buy points on someone having a kid, like that's a different story. Like if you're like, yeah, I'll say yeah for success. I just need 10% of career earnings or whatever. Like that's it's a long game, but play it. That's like
I would.
Great investment.
I would.
Yeah. That's what you do with college athletes, right? You just
Like
buy
buying
it.
a Bitcoin.
Well,
No.
except they're people. I mean,
Well, conceptual wise.
that's the thing that what's old boy's name that had to sign over his likeness but wouldn't do it? Plays for the Cardinals.
Harrison Jr.?
Yeah, so Marvin Harrison Jr. was like, no, I'm not. Stop it.
He just didn't want to read the contract.
Oh, was he doing like a Jamarcus Russell impersonation?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Arch Manning did the same thing in college football.
Yeah, that's
Told him
super
he didn't want to
smart.
be in the game for a little while, and then once the stocks raised,
Yep.
He knows what's
Got
up.
a way bigger bag.
Some guys did that historically. Like LeVar Arrington was never in a video game. Like he always held out from the NFLPA because he was really anti-union. That's real. That's a real thing.
It's very weird.
Chuck has never been in 2K.
Who's Chuck?
Charles Barkley.
Okay.
When they first added old teams, it took like a couple of years to realize, but it's like, hold on, there's no Charles Barkley in this game.
But famously, Barry Bonds didn't do it either because he wanted to have his own game. He had his own game. And then Major League Baseball's Players Association, this, that, the other thing, they sold the rights to EA, which eventually lost it and went to the show. This is all close, if not completely accurate. And his likeness wasn't in the game. And it would be like, this is real. His name would be like Ron Bland.
No, it's Larry Dowd.
Larry Dowd.
Is it Larry Dowd?
Well, except I think that's the second African-American player to ever play baseball. So
That's Dobie.
okay. It's
Good job.
I ballparked it. I mean, that's baseball, right? You just playing the averages. But if I get 3 out
John
of 10,
Dowd.
yeah.
John Dowd. My bad.
Bill Belichick did the same thing. He wasn't in video games. Michael Jordan had a thing where he wasn't in them either. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson.
Michael Jordan wouldn't even be in
yeah.
a video game, and he didn't even make a basketball game. He made like an action game where he threw basketballs at.
He was in Space Jam, dummy.
I
Not a
remember
video
playing.
That's a video game too. There's a Space Jam video game.
Never played it.
Okay.
But the Michael Jordan video game, it was like an action game.
I do remember. It's like a side-scrolling
Yeah. You would dunk basketballs and
double dragon thing.
throw. Yeah, exactly. Like Contra, but you're throwing basketballs at bad guys.
Better example was the one you gave.
Sure.
I remember playing NBA. It was an NBA Live, like '98, the very first NBA game I ever played. And the Bulls, my dad had to tell me, like, that guy that says player 23 is the best player in the whole game. I'm like, then why isn't his name on there? Like, it's just player 23, and then it was Mike Jordan.
That's weird. That's weird. They put Larry Bird on the Bulls.
Nice.
What, they just didn't have the money to throw at him? I mean, you
wanted way more. He's Michael Jordan.
Mike Jordan. No.
Yeah, they're like, for a name, nah, we'll just put player 23 on there.
No matter.
And now it's different. It's like, no, who makes video games now? EA Sports.
EA or 2K Sports.
Yeah. So, and they're probably both Microsoft. I have no idea. So, like, they will pay you some, but like Nike really wants you in that thing. Who were you talking about the other day? Brought their Twitter back because Adidas made them do it. Like,
Yeah, Travis.
yeah, they're not going to let you sit out of a deal. Like, Nike will just, yeah, we got you. Like, that's our thing. Being noticed.
Yeah, you got to be out there constantly.
When we get back from the break, Isaiah Johnson's favorite athlete of all time is Kobe Bryant. And there was a fun homage paid to him earlier this week that we missed yesterday on the show. Man.
Oh, bummer.
It's 2 men on
Really?
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is...
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. We're live at Workhorse Armory. We're here with you until 6:30 tonight at 6 o'clock. It's my favorite song.
Is this Sabrina Carpenter? I don't know.
Yes.
I've heard her say that name a bunch in the news. Is this what this is?
I'm a big Chapel Roan guy.
Is it like you watch people dance?
What is that?
Thanks, Zay.
Is that a lyric from a song?
Thought you said chaperone.
Chaperone, chaperone, chaperone.
Little side question, Fred. Do you? I just saw my algorithm. Jeff Hardy says that if it wasn't for his decisions outside of the ring, he could have been bigger than John Cena.
That's what I would say too if I was living a life of regret.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Did he not see on Monday night when John Cena said he was in there in the Royal Rumble, he was going to win it and go to WrestleMania? Did he not see that? Did he not see the reaction? Yeah, he didn't.
Hardy could have been bigger than Cena.
Stop.
I don't even know why he tried to wrestle. Him and his brother should have just continued to solve mysteries.
The Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Got a really good footing in the mystery solving world.
At 6:15, we are going to play the press conference of new head coach here in Mexico United, Dennis Sanchez.
Sweet.
6:15 approximate. Like,
Yeah,
you know how we do.
Give or take.
Yeah. I did edit out all the questions, so you're only going to get responses from he and Peter Trevisani.
Okay.
But they're very good. They're pretty insightful of the team. And it's kind of crazy to think their season starts March 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
That's right around the corner.
So soon.
Yeah. Same with the Isotopes. Like right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're talking about the Isotopes now. So,
Well, no, just the idea of just things coming by really, really fast.
And I am so excited for that to happen. We've been so spoiled in November and December with absolutely gorgeous high desert winter weather. And then now it is freezing balls outside.
It is so cold.
It sucks so bad. Can it please be baseball season where I know it's going to be warm for 6 straight months?
You guys are aware of this, and Isaiah, thank you for bringing it up.
Hmm.
I am a very fashion-forward individual.
That is a thing that you would say.
You don't think that my double long sleeve quarter zip look is?
I'm unsure how many long sleeve dark gray quarter zips you have.
Lots.
I'm guessing over 2 dozen.
Oh, easily. Well,
Yeah.
Not anymore since I've lost so much weight. But
Well, you're replacing them pretty fast, it looks like.
Yeah, you can get them on discount pretty easy. Because there's an expectation with Fred. You know what you're going to get. You know, he's going to show up. He's got a cool pair of shoes, some slick jeans.
Cool. Yeah, I applaud your confidence. That's what a lot of people say about that Fred Slow, confident guy.
Yeah.
Despite what the mirror says to him.
Sick pair of Wayfarers on top of his head. Wayfarers. He's just that's a guy who.
You're more of an aviator guy, aren't you?
No, I got away from it.
Yeah. Okay. Just recently?
No. It's
Some
been
Christmas presents.
Is that a weight loss thing too?
Did you ask Santa for Wayfarers for Christmas?
So I actually put them on top of my head, which is probably why you can't see them because I'm so tall and handsome, and you are looking at a extreme angle from your 5'11".
See, back to this confidence. Like you thinking that I look your way ever is very impressive.
You look towards me. You don't look at me.
Well, I mean, I have to. I'm getting paid to right now. Yeah. But like outside of work hours.
I mean, we got 10,000 of them together. I mean, we're to that point now. And, they're easier for you because I'm here.
So long. So many hours of doing this.
It's more than 10,000.
How many episodes do you guys think you pushed out?
I have no clue.
4 years full time.
Together?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days a week for 50 weeks a year. So what's that?
We got the 2 Men On, like 1,500th episode. Like we got that tracker going or what?
We could make that up. Yes, we could.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow.
At least 3,120 hours.
What are you going on about?
52 weeks a year, 15 hours a week. We're doing this for 4 years full time.
Oh, you're talking about just microphone time on air?
Yeah.
Nah, it's longer than that, fam.
Well, then we have, what would that be? 4
What are you going to do, math?
episodes? I know we're going to do the old show too. Not just the full-time 2 Men On show.
Yeah.
We'll do the ABQ Central incantation as
You
well.
were talking about a sliver of my broadcast pie.
We're
like
talking about us.
Well, I'm talking about me.
As you do.
Because again, as fashion meets radio, that's how I describe myself. Because I'm so forward in I'm avant-garde, really, is what I'm trying to get to.
We've had about 3,500 hours together, just on air. It's a lot.
That's not correct. There's no way that is correct.
You think it's too low?
COVID alone, we did that.
We were on more often during COVID, yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We're playing against Among Us.
For sure.
Yeah, jump into the live chat. We'll see.
Join our Discord server.
Oh, Van was the alien the whole time. Bummer.
We literally did that. We had fans watching us play Jackbox during COVID.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It went well. So as I'm playing homage now to an homage.
Okay.
So again, I am fashion meets radio, and the tribal chief, he's fashion meets wrestling.
Okay, who's the tribal chief now?
It is the original tribal chief.
Oh, he's back.
The OTC,
Okay.
the big dog. We're living in his empire. That is correct. Roman Reigns.
Okay. Had me on the edge of my seat there. I didn't know what you're going to say.
Who won Tribal Combat against Solo Sikoa on Monday night on the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Okay.
Now, of course,
How did it go against tag team Sokoa?
Technically, there are no rules in Tribal Combat. So,
Okay.
yes, he did have some support.
Okay.
But coming to the rescue of the tribal chief was Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes.
That's too many people.
And that
ring is tiny.
It's not. It's 20 by 20. And at the end, after Victorious, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson came out. But here's the point we're trying to get to.
Okay.
So they're holding the event in LA. What's the name of the thing right there outside of Inglewood? The venue?
SoFi?
No, what's the little indoor one? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's right. It's where the Lakers used to play.
Oh, Staples.
No, not Staples.
No.
That one's downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, crypto.
No, that
that's
is Staples.
That's the same one.
Yeah, it's Staples.
Oh, you're talking about the.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do,
It's
right next to the Coliseum.
It looks like a barn. You know what I'm talking about. It's like right there.
Why is this not coming to my brain? This is very upsetting.
I'm not looking it up.
This hurts
It's
my brain
right there
now.
by Inglewood. Take your time. Something Coliseum.
Forum.
The Forum.
The LA Forum.
Yeah, but
God, that hurt my brain. Why didn't that come in immediately?
But it's got a new name now. So, anyways,
Yeah.
not the point.
The Crypto Forum.
So they're down there doing it.
The Bit Forum.
And Roman Reigns opens the night wrestling in a wrestling boot altered version.
Whoa, he opened?
Yeah, he was the opener.
Dang.
Yeah,
so he's not relevant anymore.
Well,
He's
hold
on his way out, is what you're saying.
So in the industry, it's called curtain jerking.
Oh,
and he was the curtain jerker.
Dang.
Okay. So,
Were there any kids around?
Well, they all got
That's a
there
crime.
early so they wouldn't miss it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just get them in their seats early.
All right.
So he, in a modified pair of not sneakers but wrestling boots,
Okay.
And help me out here if this is correct, Isaiah. The Kobe 9 Elite, is that what it was?
The Grinches.
So but they were inspired with the Halo colorway. So he wrestled in a sweet pair of Kobe 9s, and then he's donated them for auction now because he obviously it was a little bit of a cultural statement being there in LA, blending wrestling, sneaker culture, and fandom of Kobe Bryant. So there you go. He traditionally wrestles in his own branded Air Jordan, but because he was in LA. So a super fun tribute paid to Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles.
Those are tough. He's got his tribal chief design going for him. It's tough.
I love the sentiment, but those are hideous. My goodness. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, as soon as Vanessa signed the re-signed with Nike, there's been a lot of but there's been a lot of custom things. Like they just came out with, like, there were never Kobe cleats before, but now there's Kobe cleats. Usually it was just Jordan that had the cleats, because I had a pair of the Jordan cleats, the best cleats I ever had, by the way.
The best cleats I read were New Balance. They were sweet though.
My favorite all time were ponies.
What does that mean?
Old school pony cleats. I like the big cleat, the wide cleat, better footing.
Like a lineman one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
For sure.
Like
yeah,
the
I
ones
used
that
lineman.
kind of shoot outie?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like those.
Yeah, for sure.
Those down
Help me open up my hips.
Hold on. You're talking baseball.
No, I'm talking football. Yeah.
QB Van.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball cleats superior to football cleats.
They help me twist. They'd help me keep my feet in the ground, and I could twist my heels when I'm throwing.
Come on, baby. Let's do no one. All right.
Okay, so these are hideous.
Why are you saying this?
Because I have 20/20 vision. These things are awful.
You need 2025 vision, Van.
That's worse. That's worse.
Well, how much is Manny Pacquiao going to buy these for? That is really the question. The Kobe 9 high protos cost around 12 grand, and obviously these were customized. That's crazy. There's so much money in the game right now. And also the bubble is substantially burst on sneakers. Like, it's not what it was even 5 minutes ago.
It's to sneakerheads, it's like baseball card collectors in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
Like, they lied to you, like how many sneakers there really were out in circulation. It's a bummer.
Isaiah paid, I know the number. I know what he paid for his Pandas in 2022, and he hates it.
Mm-hmm.
Say it, Isaiah. Say it out loud.
I didn't hate them.
He paid it, though. He had to have them. He goes, yeah.
I just had to adjust my wardrobe to match them. That was all.
Well, if you get a lot of great quarter zips, you can make that happen. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We are at Workhorse Armory. Come hang out with us if you want to hang out with us. Something crazy has happened in my world, man.
Go on.
I didn't give the address. I apologize. 11719 Manal Boulevard Northeast, 505-806-3911. Reach out to Workhorse Army. They got a lot of cool stuff going on up here. We know because we're here seeing it. I think, and I don't want to sound like a loser, okay?
All right.
I think I've become a Notre Dame football fan.
Ooh.
I think they're likable.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Yeah. I've been mentioning this for the past couple weeks now that this is the first season of my adult life that Notre Dame wasn't overhyped in the beginning of the year. It wasn't like, oh, my God, we got the best quarterback in the history. Or, oh, my God, this running back's going to over 2,000 yards. Oh, my God, we got the wide receiver. That's going to be the first wide receiver to get the Heisman in a gold helmet. Like, that hype was gone this year. It was all some other blue blood teams, and they flew under the radar all year, kept playing good football all year. So this is like the most un-Notre Dame year in the history of college football, at least in my lifetime. And it just coincides with them playing better than ever.
So you're saying I actually don't like them? I just don't hate them?
Exactly.
Oh.
Our other cohorts in sports media hasn't shoved them down your throat this year. So they're not as big of an issue as they are this year.
Wow.
But here they are being the most under the radar, underrated version of any gold helmet team I've seen in 2 decades.
Do I have
what you're also saying with Notre Dame is how important it can be sometimes. Like, I think this is what happened with Oregon. So they had some close games, but they won every game all year. So then when you get smoked your first time, you're in shock. But Notre Dame had their bad loss early. So, I think their coach did a great job at staying on them about that loss. I think that's why they really they look so good. I think it sent them into fast forward mode.
Is it because they look good, or is it because they're kind of cool?
They're cool. Their coach tried to steal my hairstyle, though.
Okay.
What are you doing?
That's my only issue with them. Their coach copied. As soon as I cut my hair, he tried to get the same haircut as me. Google it. We're talking
Pass.
Shaq.
You get one
Pass.
Isaiah gets one haircut in the last 5 years,
Yeah,
and he's like, people want to be me.
biggest moment in his life.
Like-
Yeah, you're the first person in the history of the world to change their hairstyle. Lo and behold, Isaiah is figuring out what synchronicity is through his own haircut.
I grew my hair out a
He
little.
gets a haircut and he sees his haircut everywhere now.
I grew
It's
my
the same thing when I bought a Prius. I didn't realize how many people had Priuses.
I grew my hair out after my dad died over the summer. Got it cut on his
Mhm.
birthday 2 weeks ago, whatever it was.
Nice.
3 weeks ago. And my hair was longer than your hair, Van. I was
Correct.
the hippie
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
minute. And I went and got a haircut, the traditional haircut I've always had for the entirety of any amount of time that any person has known me here in town.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, you got a haircut? You going back? You got a haircut?" I go, "You've only ever known me with a haircut.
Right.
I'm a every 2-week guy."
Sure.
That's how everyone in high school looks at me, because my hair is short my whole life.
I get bored. I got to change every 3 to 6 months. It's just got to be different. I can't do it.
Which one of your mental health problems do you think that's related to?
Some like Kirtland signature schizophrenia. I think like some
Isaiah and I don't know what
some
that
great
is. What is
great
that?
value multiple personalities thing maybe
We only know what that is from M. Night Shyamalan movies.
like that without all the the murder and torture, just like a regular dude.
When you say, why did you specifically say without all?
without all. Yeah.
Like you could have just said without, but when you said
And
all,
overwhelmingly,
is there some?
there's a glaring lack.
Okay, there's a glimpse.
there's a seed. There's a nibble.
The Notre Dame
Hey,
Irish.
hey. I know what you're like in traffic.
Me?
Yeah.
What am I like in traffic?
You got a murderous rage about you.
I do not.
You do. I guess some of the things I've heard you say in traffic,
To who?
usually like you're really a patient guy.
Yes.
But when it comes to humans and motor vehicles,
Now,
it's awful.
I feel like I know specifically what you're talking about.
Mm,
There's a social contract to driving.
sure.
There is a licensure process.
Yeah.
And if you are going to, by your own accord, not due to circumstance, but due to choice,
Mhm.
create your own rules of the world, create your own rules of the road
Yeah.
in an environment
Sure.
where every individual around you can be negatively impacted up to and including their safety,
Right.
then yes,
Mhm.
I will correct your action.
It's insanely dangerous.
It's incredibly dangerous.
People become so lackadaisical to this everyday activity.
Ignorant.
Yeah. And then like
My-
you got to realize that you're driving around a 2,000-pound death machine.
Driving is very hard.
Yeah. Following the rules and being aware of others is very important. It's like the most important part of this whole thing you got here.
The social contract.
Hard agree.
My biggest pet peeve with driving, and I guess this isn't necessarily dangerous, but it's very, very irritating, is left turn on yield. You can inch out to the intersection. You don't have to sit behind the line as if it's a red light. You
I
can
do.
go out into the intersection, and that allows at least two other cars behind you
Not
to
doing
get
it.
that turn in
Absolutely not.
before the oncoming traffic gets their green light. There's about a 2.5 second delay.
You are not
when
going
that-
to peer pressure me to sit in
No.
the purgatory of traffic. That is what you just described.
No, not in Albuquerque.
It is
no, you
unsafe.
do not do
Okay.
that.
I will
No,
say,
that's small town behavior right there.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
There
crossing.
There is a giant truck blowing through that orange light every single
It's yellow.
intersection.
multiple lanes I'm crossing multiple lanes. There's no way. I'm doing it in the safest, most calculated way possible. Also,
You didn't like the orange throwback?
no,
Huh?
I'm waiting. If it's not, and I mean like undoubtedly safe,
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the arrow.
100%.
Like I'm not
You
going
know
to
why?
accelerate outside my normal anything.
The biggest reason, not because it's not fun. I get it. I used to have a V8 Mustang 5.0
And a
GT.
death wish.
It's not because it's not fun. The reason I don't drive like a maniac, and listen, friend of the show, try this out
Mm-hmm.
because I'm on time.
Oh, I'm always on
I
time.
don't have to go fast. I don't have to blow
Mm-mm.
through orange lights. I don't have to merge.
Yeah.
I don't have to play
Never
Frogger.
ever.
Like, no, because I'm on time. I leave at a reasonable time. I get to put on some good music, or a podcast,
Correct,
or call a
Make
friend
a
or
call.
call a friend or family member. I get to talk to my truck. I get to say, hey, robot, not a zombie robot that I get to kill
Recently
here
killed.
at Workhorse Armory, but like my truck robot. Say, hey, robot, call this person that I love.
Do that.
I get to call him because why? Because I'm on time. I don't have to stress. I don't have to hurry.
On time.
Sometimes there's no green arrow. What if it's you got to rely on that green light, and then you got someone just sitting at the line as if it's red, but if they just inch out, but here's what inching out, you can make that turn quicker, right? You don't have to wait for you don't have to wait for oncoming traffic.
What is the amount of, what does quicker mean? What is the definition of quicker? Give me a span of time that quicker qualifies.
Okay, so a left turn light is got to be the slowest light of any light in traffic. So
the haircut thing, but keep going.
No, if you see a left turn arrow, you got about 10 seconds to get it, if that. This is so funny. You have that because you weren't sitting behind the line activating the sensor.
Correct.
You were in front of it, which screwed up the timing.
Yep.
Well, this issue with me comes when I'm like third in line. If I'm in front, I'm all good. But when there's other people, that left arrow is quick. If you're about, say, 50 yards away from a light and you see a left turn arrow, you're not making it.
Isaiah was so excited to make his left turn case. He just glossed over my be on time fact. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's not turning in the left arrow if you're on time in the first place.
I guess I just need to breathe in through the nose. Out
for sure.
And leave earlier.
Put on some music you like. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to get there.
For all of my adult life, up until this past summer, I was notorious for arriving at my destination 10 minutes early and calling grandma slow or calling my dad. I would sit in the parking lot for the whatever amount of time was before I had to be inside, and I would talk to grandma slow or I would talk to my dad. And that was my move. Now, I can't do that anymore.
Right.
So I call my brother, and he hates it.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys
He asked you to stop. 505-246-0610. Would you like to be Fred's new grandpa or grandma?
And sometimes little brother.
Yep.
He says, what? He said,
ugh.
Yeah, I'm getting ready
That's
to
how
go.
you're starting this conversation?
He says, let me guess, you're getting ready to go into a meeting. Correct. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Go Irish, the sports animal.
It's time to rock, and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock, and yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. We go hard in the block. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock.
Welcome back to the program. It's 2 Men On, live from Workhorse Armory, 11719 Manal Boulevard, Northeast. They're open till 7. Come see they. There's low-key been a lot of people in here. The world of firearms and all things that surround it, man. So there you go.
Friendly, knowledgeable people in here. Come hang out. You got a question? I guarantee you they can answer it.
After the upcoming break, we have the press conference, the introductory press conference of the New Mexico United. It is Peter Trevisani, the owner, and Dennis Sanchez, the new manager, head coach, and that is awesome.
Super stoked for that. Super stoked for this new coach.
I went to it earlier. It was good.
United is batting 1,000. Sorry, wrong sport reference.
Yeah,
United is batting 1,000. How about United has a clean sheet for all of their coaches. They've hired nothing but excellent coaches throughout the whole history of your football program.
And they end up in the MLS.
Yeah.
Which is awesome again.
Oh, Catapult City.
Fred, I don't want to just listen to a press conference. I'm more of it. I like it when you guys can talk to someone. It's way better like that. Well, you can hear that tomorrow. As Dennis Sanchez joins us at 5 o'clock while we are live at Sadie's. If you want to meet, come down to Sadie's. We will be there. I did warn him that friends of the show would be there.
Yeah.
So he's going out, and this is my opinion. UNM football, UNM basketball, Isotopes baseball. You can kind of run them all here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The head coach, the manager of the New Mexico United is the best get in the state. It is the best sporting get in the state outside of maybe like a Holly Holm.
Not counting Lobos.
You think a Lobo get is better than a United get?
I think the Lobos men's basketball coach is like the most renowned coach in the state.
I'm hearing you.
IMHO.
What's the H?
In my humble opinion.
You've never won time.
Zay, you didn't pick up on that one the first time?
No.
I've never used.
Or you're laughing because I'm not humble.
Or is it because I didn't know that one?
Yeah, more of that part, really.
IMO I've used.
Yeah.
I, Manfred.
Mm-hmm.
Men on.
Okay.
I've been on.
Yep. That's
not correct.
Nuh-uh. It's a great gig, obviously, because historically you catapult to a better gig. Like you've had nothing but success while you're on the clock. And then at the end of the tunnel, there's another step on the ladder. Like,
can I tell
it
you,
is a fantastic job.
These are great notes. Can I tell you why you're wrong?
Okay, go ahead. I'm talking about United, by the way.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Talking to collegiate coach, cool. Fun thing. What are you going to talk about? Hey, got a bunch of good kids out there. They try real hard. And yeah. You talk to a pro head coach, everything's on the table. Hey, Daniel Brucey is a superstar in this league. He's the best player in the league. Everyone else knows this about him. How come he's been playing like rear end? Like, that is a real conversation you can have with a pro coach.
Well, I mean, it'd be a false question because he's never played bad.
Yeah,
ever. Come on.
But you can.
You're silly.
Hey, you catch a thumping, you catch a blowout. You go out, it's open, it's March 22nd, it's the home opener, and you catch an L and you lose by a lot. You go, hey, you looked like garbage and your players are bad. You can say that.
You can't.
In a pro game.
You gotta catch a dub, big old dub on your first one.
Can't do that in college.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's your first match and it's against a rival and it's at home. That's a biggie.
Hey, coach, we can really tell you guys are out there trying their hardest and, they were just, bested there. Can you talk to us about the adjustments you're going to make so they try their hardest again? Like, college. Give me the pro game.
I mean, hard agree.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're talking about like interviews and being able to speak freely and not run children through the muck.
No.
By the way, Lobo athlete who's listening, like you're grown up in the eyes of the law, but you know nothing about life.
You don't get it yet.
You are a
You
child.
don't understand.
You're still a child. Yeah, you can't just run a bunch of young student athletes through the muck.
Yeah.
They're not professionals. That part I get.
But pro player
Mm-hmm.
who catches a red card late in the game to put his teammates in jeopardy,
Mm-hmm.
I can sit down and go,
Yeah.
Coach, how come you try so hard, but your team sucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the exact opposite when
I used to throw cabbage at that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or this one, whenever you're a pro team, you put it on another team so bad, and then they come on and say, "Hey, so you treated those guys like they were redheaded stepchildren, like Van, and you
I'm not a
put them
stepchild.
well." I'm just saying things, and they had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
In college, you have to do this. Oh, your guys were really dialed in last night. A lot of the buckets fell for you. It was a good one. Miss me.
Mm-hmm.
Miss me.
I mean, I'll ask anyways, but like,
Yeah.
about you and your coaching staff.
Yeah. Hey, why did that?
Not like,
why did that directional college suck so bad?
Mhm.
Yeah, no one ever says that.
yeah,
That's what people want.
your point guard shot under 40% for three.
You know, do you think the solution is to shoot 20 more threes a game?
Are you disappointed that he got NIL money from a local community staple and he can't leave? Can't ask those questions.
It's so funny. When we get back from the break, it is the aforementioned press conference. And then we won't do an introduction. We just ripped it from the press conference.
Sure.
So it's going to open with David Weesey Carl, who's the vice president of United.
Dude.
He's going to do an introduction. You're then going to hear Peter Trevisani.
Ooh.
And then you're then going to hear Dennis Sanchez, the new manager and head coach of United. And that's going to take you right into the Lady Lobos pregame band.
Love all this.
So absolute banger of an episode today. Whenever we get back, your new manager and head coach of the Mexico United, Dennis Sanchez. It's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is...